Then he starts rambling about this heist he was planning, and it was just a bunch of quests.
Not really much of a heist, is it?
That's what I'm saying. Was it a bit? A prank?
Maybe too many hits to the head.
Maybe. And it turns out he'd already done the heist. It was like he was using me as some frame story.
Could be that.
Oh, Christ, here he comes again. Ferris noise. There we go. Ferris noise. You return. What do I owe the pleasure?
Hello, Harold. Just thought I'd stop by. Didn't see you in your office. Figured you were around here. Hi, War. I might be visiting you again soon. Got another big heist planned.
I'm sure.
Lots of safes all over Galenor need cracking. Lots of loot to be fenced. You know.
Quite the heist.
That sounds like an actual heist pony.
I suppose.
Lots of quests, too. Should be fun.
You had better get started then.
Wish me luck. I'll tell you all about it later.
Please don't.
Alright, one sec. Let me deal with this real quick. Okay, I melted the ogre. So we talked about this in the first episode, that we wanted to unlock Prif so we can have access to all of the Prif workers that we could thieve from once we get 91 Thieving. At 91 Thieving, you can steal from the Ironworth workers, and every level after that, you can steal from a new clan worker. But to steal from them without any real downtime, you need to have about 4 or 5 clans you can cycle through, since after they catch you, you can't steal from them for 20 minutes, and it takes about 5 minutes for them to catch you, so you have a nice little cycle you can work with. And it also helps to have the camouflage outfit, because you have a 7% chance of getting double loot. You can get the camouflage outfit faster at 99, so it's kind of better to get to 99 thieving, get the camo outfit with shifting tombs, and then do the thieving from the Prif elves. But Prif thieving is AFK, and it's not too bad. So once I get to about 94, maybe we'll just do some Prif thieving. But until then, we need to do safe cracking. As of right now, the only saves we can steal from that give us the best experience are the ones in Kandarin. Once we get to 90, we can go into the wilderness and start stealing from those ones, which a lot of people will AFK in the wilderness, loot from all 3 of those safes, and then wait the 5 minutes or however long it takes for them to refill, and then steal from them again. It ends up being something like, I think, 300 or 400k experience an hour with the AFKing, but I hate the wilderness. Every time I'm in the wilderness, my butthole is clenched tight as hell. So I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to use the wilderness, but I'm not going to AFK in there. I'll just go there for the 3 saves and then we'll leave. But we need to get 90 first. That's 85, 86. I forgot to record 87, 88, 89. In French, that literally means 4 20s and 9. French has a vigesimal counting system, but only sometimes. Languages are weird. And now we're coming around to 90. I usually don't steal from the Camelot safes, but I was right near there, and it was the fastest one just to get to because I was very close to a level. And this is our first level 90, and not only is it our first level 90, but it's our first player-owned ports level 90. So after this, we'll also unlock player-owned ports. Now you may think, wow, this was quite the grind to do, and you barely talked about anything. The thieving grind, after you unlock safe cracking, is very fast. There's really not much to talk about. You fill up your looting bag, you go to the thieving guild, give them your loot, and then you come back. If you're curious, I always picked the gold when I fenced my loot instead of picking pilfer points, because who cares about pilfer points? They're worthless. Actually, no, that's a lie. I might have bought a couple teleports just so I can get back to the thieving guild quickly. Although teleporting to Lumbridge isn't much slower. But for those who aren't Ironman, you can actually buy the Thieving Guild teleport tablet things from the Grand Exchange, and they're pretty cheap. So don't waste your pilfer points on them. If you want them, buy them from the GE. Before we carry on with thieving, I just wanted to unlock player-owned ports and get things rolling. I kind of hate ports because the rewards from them are pretty good, but doing ports kind of sucks. And it's not even remembering to send out the ships or knowing what to do and everything. It's just that the UI is so... It's like trying to wade through mayonnaise. It's not very responsive, and when it does respond quickly, it responds opposite of what you want. I'm probably not going to get to the end of player-owned ports. I'm probably not going to get to the end of player-owned ports. That's the sentence. That's it. So here's the thing. Some of the hidden safes are in inconvenient locations. 2 of them are in Zenaris. 3 of them are in the wilderness. 4 of them are in Zemeregal's fort near the Majorat ritual site in the north. The only way to get there easily is if you have the fairy ring and the glacier cave unlocked, which means you have to do the quest Ritual of the Majorat. And to get into his base freely without having to go through Lamistard's tunnels, you need to do Dishonor among Thieves. A quest that I hate, but you need 90 92, 94, and 96 thieving to thieve from all 4 of those safes. So what we're going to do is get a slightly higher thieving level, continuing with the safes that we have, safe cracking in Kandarin, sometimes in the Wilderness, and sometimes in Zenaris, and maybe we'll also do some thieving in Prifddinas. Once we get to around 95, then we'll start moving on to a bunch of the quests, and then we'll finish up and get 99, because we're already here and might as well get 99, right? I didn't record 92, but we have 93, which means we can pickpocket from Iorwerth and Kadarn. Both workers are very good for getting super potions, which will be great for training herblore later. 94 unlocks Amlod workers, which are great for porters and some energies that we can use to make augmenters here and there. 95 thieving means we can pickpocket Traheran workers, which is good for mature dwarven stouts if we ever need to boost smithing or mining by 2. But now it's time to move on to the quests. Dishonor Among Thieves is an actual heist where we have to steal the Stone of Jas from Sliske. Unsurprisingly, Nomad betrays us. He runs up these stairs, hucks a spear at us, and then freeze frame. What do we do? It's kind of silly. But that's what they decided. Gotta put choices in your quests.
Finally, I can feel the power coursing through my veins. Even the mighty Zamorak will cower before my magic. Look at you, his loyal followers. Does he come to your aid? No, he hides in the depths of Demonheim where he thinks he is beyond reach. No one will help you now. Huh? Panic. Teleport.
This is the stupidest. Every video, I feel like I'm just trying to one up how dumb of a bit I can make. And I think that was probably the stupidest one. Because it was, 10 seconds? And I had to edit pretty much every single frame, so it took me probably 2 hours just to do. Was it worth it? Probably not. Was it fun? Yes. So I guess it was worth it. I remember years ago when I came back to RuneScape after not playing for a while, Ritual of the Majorat had already been released, and you needed these ridiculous skills. You needed 76 crafting, 76 mining, and 77 agility. So it took a while to get. You needed these ridiculous levels, which I didn't have. So I had to spend hours in the lava flow mine mining because I am not gonna power mine. I am not doing that with granite. That was the meta back then, was power mining, iron, or granite. It sucked. Mining sucked. Mining was an awful skill. Strangely though, on that account, I did end up getting 120 mining before the release of the mining and smithing rework because I just AFK'd for 100 hours at the Seren Stones. My screen was shrunk down to maybe a square inch so I could see the Seren Stone and I just clicked it. I think on that account, I still have something like 100,000 corrupted ore. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. It's my favorite dragonkin. Sithaf, Strissath, Sakurth. These names are stupid. How are you supposed to differentiate between these guys? It's like naming 3 villains Steve, Steven, and Stefan. Hey, check it out, it's Sliske before he's rejuvenated. In the future, we're gonna steal the Stone of Jas from him earlier. Wait. Now, maybe I'm expecting too much, but I think a quest like Ritual of the Majorat should get some frequent looks at and some frequent fixes, because once you kill the 2 ice demons that are fighting you, you just have to wait for everybody else to kill them. You can't even help them, so I'm sure they think you're a great friend just walking around avoiding Lucian's attacks while they're getting pummeled by demons. I know the quest wasn't initially made with the expectation that you'd be able to kill the ice demons this quickly, but I mean, come on, just make everybody else a little bit stronger. Oh, it might make the quest easier. This quest is trivial to begin with. It's not hard anymore. Why do quests need to be hard? Just make them fun. A thing doesn't need to be challenging to be fun. Things can be fun, things can be challenging, things can be both. Here's the thing. Things can be challenging and not fun. That's bad. Fun, not challenging, is okay. Fun and challenging? Okay. Challenging, not fun? Bad. Avoid that kind of design process at all costs, because no one likes it. And that's my seminar for game design. Ugh, game design is so easy. Why don't they just do what I say? Come on. I've never made a game, but it can't be that hard, right? Real talk though, I have played around with Unity, and wow, game development requires a lot of work. I can't imagine how quickly the synapses in the people's heads who designed these game engines, or who designed game engines back when they were writing assembly code. Just, these people, they had to be geniuses. You know, my degree is in computer science, and I have no idea how the hell they manage it. It's crazy. People are geniuses, and I'm sitting here getting overwhelmed when I have too many file windows open, and I keep closing them when I still need to use them. Stop closing them. There are files there I need to use for editing videos of a 20-year-old medieval clicking simulator. Anyway, that was Ritual of the Majorat. I forgot to record it, but I think I used the XP lamps on herblore. I'd be surprised if I didn't, but I might have used it on agility as well. Who knows? That's the mystery. That's the fun. So this is the fairy ring that you would go to. It's DKQ. Then you run out of this cave, and look where you are when you exit. Right at the Majorat ritual site. And if you travel west, Zemarigal's fort is right there. Because we completed Dishonor Among Thieves, we can walk right into his fort and walk right into the room with those 4 safes. And if we want, we can bring an Abyssal Lurker familiar and boost so we can thieve from all of them when we come here. We might not bother doing that. I don't know. I mean, it's only 1 level. We could just get 96 and then we'll be good. It shouldn't take that long. And there we go, 96. Oh, this is quite compromising, isn't it? Let's leave him alone. We'll let him finish up. 97. I was making potions, and I got the Herblore pet. I'm getting spooned all these pets. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I took several years of Spanish in high school. I took 1 semester of French in college. All I really know from German is ein, zwei, drei, and that's from Pokemon. And Krankenhaus is hospital. So let's see if I can do this in German. 98. 98. Yeah, I'm sure no German would cringe at that pronunciation. Okay, 98. Okay, let me turn up my speaker a bit so we can hear this.
99.
Jesus Christ, that was loud.
99.
No, stop pressing it. And here's the skill cape emote. And for some reason, Martin Thwaite is circling us like a shark. There we go. 99 thieving. So some skill capes are terrible, and they don't really help you with training the skill after 99, or they don't provide any sort of utility that you might use in the future. But the thieving skill cape is great if you're going to be pickpocketing Prif elves, because it notes everything you pickpocket. Everything, except for unnotable things like porters. But that basically means you can do a whole round of pickpocketing without having a bank, and you can just keep doing that over and over again, assuming you pick the correct elves. For instance, if you do Iorwerth, Kadarn, Heffen, Mylair, and Cruis, you probably won't have to bank at all. If you do Amlod, you will have to bank because the borders take up space in your inventory. But even if you do pickpocket from Amlod, it's not like banking takes that much time, especially if you have the Master Camouflage outfit. You can create a loadout, teleport to War's Retreat, load that loadout, and then use the Master Camouflage outfit to teleport back to one of the districts. You could also have one of the attuned crystal teleport seeds to teleport around Prifdinnis. Either works. Without the Master Camouflage outfit, this is the kind of loot you're looking at. It's not much, but with the outfit, you can pickpocket for a little bit longer. Some of the loot is doubled. It's not bad. It all adds up. Now that we have 99, when we run Shifting Tombs, we'll get double the camouflage fragments. Means we get over 500 every run. We're definitely going to want to do this on and off so we can get the full camo outfit, since it gives the 7% chance of double loot, effectively increasing the loot you get by 7%, which is great for thieving in Prifdinnis. To celebrate our first 99, I'm going to spend 400 Reaper points, which I accumulated over the course of several weeks, and get ourselves a Hydrix. And we're going to boost so we can make ourselves a Reaper necklace. Not an Amulet of Souls, but a Reaper necklace. Even though the Amulet of Souls has more uses generally, you can use it for Slayer and it's not too bad. I think the Reaper necklace will help progress the account a bit faster because it'll allow us to fight some higher level bosses that require a higher accuracy rating to actually effectively kill. Every hit you deal to an enemy while wearing the necklace gives you 0.1% more accuracy, stacking up to 30 times, meaning you have 3% extra accuracy. It may not sound like a lot, but when splashing means you do absolutely no damage, a 3% accuracy increase when you're not 100% accurate is kind of like a 3% damage increase. I hate accuracy. I wish they would remove it and add scaling damage instead, because with 50% accuracy, sometimes you're going to miss more than 50% of the time because that's how random numbers work. But if instead it was scaling damage and you always hit, but you would only hit 50% the damage as you normally would, it would average out to the same amount of damage over time, but it wouldn't feel as bad. Also, it sucks when Debilitate misses. But I think this is a good place to stop. Thanks for watching. Take care.